real, for real. And he would be, and they would say, no, you ain't got to worry about that. So that was over with one incident when I was really, really little. But my father was such a champion of me wanting to sing. And when my mother didn't want me to go to New York, he said he's going because that's what he wants to do. Why are we going to make him go to some college here when that music is what's in him? And boy, you going. And, and I was so happy because I don't think I would have had the life I had where I could really sit and talk with somebody like this. And it's really good memories if my mother had got the final say.
Right.
I'd have probably been some principal somewhere and hated everybody, and hated Baltimore, hated everything and everybody. And she was, she meant well. You need a career. You need a post office. I said, Mama, if I went to the post office, I'd probably throw the mail in the middle of the street somewhere. Trying to walk up down the street and put mail in. But I said, Mom, no, I can't do it. I want to sing. And he just put his foot down one day and said, let this boy go. This is his life.
Wow.
And, of course, the black man had the last say-so in the house in them days. And she would not go to the Greyhound, though. She said it was too much for her.
Oh,
so
wow.
Daddy took me to the station in the car, hugged me, put some extra money in my pocket that he didn't want her to see, and sent me off to New York. And he was always there. And he always knew I was gay, but he never said faggot or put me down or nothing. And I heard some horror stories from friends about the father. Gonna make them do this and try to toughen them up, beating them, and, all kinds. My dad didn't do any of that to me.
Wow.
My dad had been in the streets in his youth. And so when he met the church girl and settled down, he hadn't forgotten what the streets was like. So I think because he had been worldly and around things, he was much easier for him to accept people where they were. I was just lucky to have that father because I could have had a very different life. So when I went through my changes of attempted suicide and stuff as a young boy, that was behind some stuff with a boy in the neighborhood. But after I came out of the hospital and all that, he was the one who said, no, let him leave Baltimore if he wanted to. And but I got a chance to send them that Gospel Wonders album, and then the Falling Wells Lewis booked the Wonders in Baltimore. So I got to go home successful, and they came to the program, and my grandmother tried to tear the church up. So I started singing, and they just got happy. Baptists get happy. They knock the ushers down and everything. They don't just shout, they throw their arms out. My mother cleared off a whole row of people.
Wow.
And so that was good that God let that happen before they died. They saw me come home successful. They were happy about it. And that's why I say to young people, if you got a dream and you know it's burning in you, you have to go after it with everything in you.
Right.
You do. And I'm a living witness. God will open the doors for you to realize that dream.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lived it. And I used to just sing in my basement in Baltimore along with the record.
Wow.
And I went from that to singing professionally and being around the people on the records I was singing with.
Wow.
And calling them best friends,
Wow.
So I can say to people, if it's in your heart, you can't let people dissuade you.
Mm-hmm.
Or try to tell you why that don't make sense or why you should. You can listen to it, but when you finish listening, you just got to go on and show them, I'm getting ready to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to, that's why I encourage you. That's, like you say, that's in your heart. And this whole thing with the music and God, then you have to go for it because it's in your heart.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
And if God has opened doors for you to get to know people, for you to be close to Willie James, to get to know me, to get to know, that's God recognizing the desires of your heart and opening doors for you to experience it.
And then it comes in time. You want to tell you something that was really profound that Charles Clancy told me 2 days ago? Because I think I was talking about something. It had something historical, and I was like, Lord have mercy. I was like, this is amazing how this is coming. He said, well, look, somebody told me this a long time ago. He said, when the student is ready, then the
Never, ever, no more. I'm sure I won't turn back again. Never, ever, no more. I'm so sure I won't turn back again.
So the Coffee Table Magazine is my contribution to the world. It's a celebratory publication where we not only celebrate gospel music, but we embrace and salute the contributors of the genre. You know, every story in the Coffee Table Magazine, you know, is worthy of this salute and more, you know. So I just beseech you, or, you know, I encourage you to go get the Coffee Table Magazine. I'm sure you're going to enjoy something.